Wow. We've got a technical issues?
Technical issues?
Yeah. Oh, no, we're all good.
It wasn't cable
We're back.
connected. Like
Wasn't me, was it?
Oh,
Wasn't
no,
me. I
like
wasn't
the
driving.
audio cable was not connected.
Oh, I see. But yeah, fantastic.
So it was fun. It was
Good
fun.
stuff. Well,
Awesome.
this is what Velodrome's all about. It's about making cars to feel all sorts of imaginations.
Make it look pretty and then break it.
I don't know if that's a prerequisite, but it happens
I
sometimes.
was going to say that's what happens at the Velo more than not.
So yeah, as you can see. But yeah, well done anyway.
No,
That was
cool,
fantastic.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
Aaron.
good work.
Thanks, Aaron.
Oh,
Is this the Hall of Fame or the Hall
It's
of
the Hall
Shame?
of
Jeremy. All right, come over here, Jez.
This is a super unique car, this one, isn't it?
It is. So Jeremy, we tried to have you on last year, but we
Yeah.
had technical issues. But we're all good this year.
all
And this
good.
is the car we tried to show off. And this is your twin-motored
Five-wheeler.
Williams.
Yeah. Broke the T-bar
Oh, did you?
underneath, snapped it through there.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a bit of a shame.
But 98k an hour, so I'm happy with that.
98k seems to be a bit of a magic number with some of the breakages today,
He's
doesn't
in
it?
the 98 or 108. 108.
So it's got, you're saying it's got twin engines, it's got twin pods, so it's four-wheel drive.
Yeah, it's
And
four-wheel
the
drive.
four driven wheels are at the
Oh,
rear.
yeah. So they're the four-driven wheels. And again, you've got the steel axles, right? Because
Yeah.
that's the way to do
Yeah, I
it.
snapped a carbon one early on.
Oh, okay. But most of this is all hand-built, right?
Yeah.
You designed all of this and built it yourself.
Yep.
What's the front end of?
Traxxas funny car,
Oh, okay.
modified with Tamiya. So, but it all works. I bent this over at the front.
Oh, is that the bit you said you
That
bent
was
all the way out?
bent all the way back. So that's why it's got no front wing on it.
Right.
But yeah, good fun.
So what difference did you put on it this time round? You geared it up, yeah?
I geared it up, went up 4 pinions
Four-
from a 33
four.
to a 34.
Okay.
I went from 30 degrees to 45 degree timing.
Wow. And as you can see, we've got the two speed controls here with the twin motors there. I just noticed that with your dampening
Yeah,
rods there.
TRG.
Wow. That's cool. How long did it take you to build this up? You're working on it for a while, were you?
It was in lockdown, so it took me like a month.
Right. That is absolutely fantastic. Look at it on the side.
So I got a heap of Formula One. So I just picked all the good bits. They're one-piece motor pods and stuff like that.
Yep. One piece. Build it one piece.
Yeah,
Oh, you're a madman. Wow.
and I had 2 of them, so I stripped down all my best bits.
Right. And you got your aluminium undertray. There's a front nose bit that broke off. But quite a bit of carbon.
Snap through there.
Yep. Yeah, it feels a bit soft now.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work now.
But when it was going really well. There should be a bit of footage, so hopefully we'll collect a lot of
Yeah,
footage
yeah.
of your car going around. But
Yeah, no,
this
we've
is
got the
going
crash on video, so
great. The crash on. It's important to have a crash on video, isn't
that's
it?
what you got to have.
Yeah. That's cool.
Cool.
Well done.
Fantastic,
Thanks,
Jeremy.
Jez.
Thank you for sharing.
No worries.
Awesome.
Now, Nick, what happened to your car?
My
Have
car
we
got
had your
dissoldered.
Your car unsoldered itself.
So meanwhile, we have, what do we have?
Oh,
Something
go ahead.
really special again.
Hello.
We've got Cookie. So Cookie's come along.
Hello.
Hello. And so we know Cookie is a really fast driver and also the maker of the F1 3D. I always get that
3D.
around the wrong way.
3GDP.
3GDP.
Nah.
GDP.
That sounds bad.
GD3D.
You made me say it.
It's GP3D.
Oh, there you go.
It's this. Yeah.
And so that's a 3D printed classic retro
Yeah.
F1 car kit, which I'm
Old
still
school.
building.
Old school.
So
yep.
I'm getting ready to get the electronics in and then the bodywork. We're going to do some interesting things with the body.
Yep.
But you've been
Awesome.
playing around with something special
Yep.
for this event.
Making another contraption for the Velodrome.
Contraption.
Yes.
All right.
So,
So what have we got here?
this started as a TCO1. So it's a Tamiya
Right.
TCO1,
Yes.
a Formula E car.
So that's a four-wheel drive with the
Forward
captured
drive.
ball
Yep. that's
suspension.
it. And and the Formula E body,
Yep.
which is kind of what you see here.
Yes. Yes.
So I've left a few extra bits of the polycarbonate in that you normally would cut out.
Oh, yes.
So I kept
You
all
give
that
it
in,
some
so,
strength.
Yeah,
Yep.
so it doesn't fall apart.
Yep.
Yep. And
Because
then
we know all about that, don't we?
yeah, we're good at doing that. Making things fall apart really well.
All right. So let's have a closer look.
Yep.
All right.
So there's let's make
Pop it down here.
Yeah.
And we'll get the overhead camera going.
cool.
Look at this.
So
So
yeah,
there's not too much Tamiya left there by the look of it.
it's not a lot, probably half and half. So carbon chassis.
Yep.
and then all the lower gearbox housings are 3D printed because
Right.
they're molded into the chassis for
Ah.
the original. So all the drivetrain and the top brackets, all the suspension arms, that's all original.
Yes.
And then all of the braces for the battery and the electronics is all 3D printed, as well as the middle motor mount.
Yep. You got a crazy little shorty castle motor there
Yep, at the castle.
with a really tiny pinion.
Couple of teeth.
Bloody hell, that's massive.
Yep, about a 45, I think it was.
Pretty decent, isn't it? And then
Yep,
you've
three-
got these
three
special
cell battery.
caps. So,
Yeah,
so you
cap
got
tires.
some, what are they? They Pro 10 caps.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So it's Pro 10 oval racing caps.
And then you got the aero wheels that you've made for them.
Yep. So I have to make full adapters for the wheels because they're designed for Pro 10.
Yep.
Of course.
We're seeing a lot of castle stuff. The
Yeah.
castle stuff is really reliable.
First time I've used it.
Yep.
Seemed to be pretty good.
Yep.
Car was very unstable, so it wasn't handling very well.
Yeah, right.
Got
That's
up
something you can
about-
work on.
Yeah, got
Yeah.
about 3/4 throttle, I think, in a couple of laps, and it was moving.
Yep.
Yeah, it seemed to be really nice.
This is really quite amazing, the amount of work. Look at this, the size of this carbon.
Yeah.
What's that? Is that 3 mil as well?
Yes.
3 mil is
3 mil,
bee's knees, eh?
3 mil plank.
That's right. But then you got this really interesting sort of ground effects that you've done on the rear end.
Yep, little diffuser for a bit of fun.
Yep.
Make it look good.
Wow. So it looked like I was having a little bit of issue, so I think it's just down to a little bit aero, maybe.
It probably needs a bit of aero work and a bit
Yep.
of suspension work, I would say.
Yep.
Yeah, so finished by last night. So it's been months in the
What's
making.
this about
actually.
finishing it last night?
It's only been coming for a year, hasn't it?
Yeah. So I had it
That's
half
just how
ready
we
for
are.
the last time we were scheduling the
Yeah.
Velodrome.
I finished on the rear wing on my car last night.
Yeah.
And how many S is that you're running?
That's three.
That's a
cell.
3S pack.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about 6,000 milliamps.
Yeah,
and
so
3S.
11 volts.
Yep.
So with a little bit of re-engineering, you'd probably double that. Like,
Put another one in
make
this
it
side.
here and put another one there. 12 cell.
There you go.
You'll see fire coming out of this little thing right
But
here.
the body might be a problem.
I like the body.
Yeah.
That's got a bit different.
So
Isn't it?
that is a factory to me body. You got there,
Yes.
Andy.
Yep. So
Oh,
there's
just lost it.
we've unplugged the camera.
Yep.
Oh, that's alive.
All right.
Beautiful. Yep, so that's the body. I left a few bits in, as I said. There's all the different shapes and the scalloping and the cutouts you can do for the proper
Yep.
original
I've noticed you got the screws in the back because these screw into those
yeah,
big
on the
supports.
posts.
Because you don't want anything flapping about, do you?
No.
Unlike my car, it was flappy.
Flapping.
Flap.
Yep,
That's
so
really good.
All screwed on. Yeah, so a bit of a contraption, bit of fun.
Right, so I'm assuming you're going to be bringing this to the next one as well.
Yes, we'll have to
And it'll
think
be-
about
it'll
the aero a
It'll
bit.
be version 2.
Yeah.
They're just so cool. It's so clean. Why is it so clean?
Because it probably only did about 6 laps.
Oh, all right. It didn't go in the grass.
Well,
A little bit.
4 of the laps it didn't.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's very nice. That's excellent. Good work.
Great work.
Thanks, man.
Ah, no worries.
I like that.
Good
Thank
fun.
you for sharing.
Yeah,
Cool.
good stuff.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Andy.
Awesome.
We'll
Catch
see you
you
next time around.
Thank
Will
you.
do.
Brilliant stuff. Right, camera on.
I'll come around.
Now we should see what's wrong with the top camera quickly. So it's black.
All right,
That's
we got a funky cable, I reckon.
Hello, hello.
I think
We've got a funky cable.
What have we done?
When I do the jigger jigger,
Jigga.
try the jigger jigger.
We can go on the front camera, can't we?
We can carry on with the front camera. I'm sure we can.
Are we still broadcasting?
We are still broadcasting. Let's carry on with the front camera. That's
Yeah.
fine. I think it won't be too long. We've done-
No. I
Just
think we've done all the good spots. You probably heard all the cars screaming around.
absolutely.
And there's surprisingly a few cars still made it today. I think last time we had pretty much 100% success rate of every car failing.
Yeah, very much.
Wasn't it?
100%
We-
success.
So
We haven't broken our cars realistically.
No,
no, not at all. So they all ran. They
that
all
was the
ran
most
spotless.
reliable.
So we just had the battery coming unsold in the last round. We put a little bit too much power to get a speed run.
Yeah, we probably
And
overcooked it. Overcooked the turbo on it. I did put it up to 100% turbo advance, which was probably just a little bit too much current draw
Yeah.
because we only intended to run it for two
Two
or three laps.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it did.
Yeah.
And then it
So
just went dead. Luckily, it did on the straight instead of
Yeah.
in the corner because
Yes.
it could have been pretty nasty.
Yeah.
So what
true.
happened? The solder melted.
Yeah, the solder melted. So
Yeah.
that's how hot it got. That the solder actually melted off the battery connector. So, but apart from that, the car ran flawless. We can see here that there's probably a little bit more silver underneath now than
More
there was
valuable
It's
was
been
last
polished.
time.
Yep.
Yeah, a bit more lightweight.
I
I'd
think
like
we're
to
trying
think.
to do a few laps on the other direction, so we actually clean this side.
Clean this side a bit.
Yeah.
I think John Poose will be wrapped to get this back.
I think so.
I think he'll really appreciate what we've done with it.
It's actually about 30 grams lighter.
Has
So
not been abused
then
at
what's
all.
next? So we run the buggy with the crazy wheels.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Now this is a surprise. This is definitely a surprise.
so this surprised like everybody here, me included, because it actually went really, really well.
I thought this wheel was going to be a bit of a disaster, realistically.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
first of all, it didn't blow the diffs or damage anything really.
No.
Because you put bigger wheels than the car is designed for,
Yeah.
you normally, you can potentially break the diffs.
Yeah, because it's got a lot more rotating mass and
Yeah.
a lot more weight really far
Yeah.
out from the center line of
That's
the
right.
chassis. So it puts everything under a lot more stress. Didn't really have any bad accidents today, which
Yeah.
probably helped.
Yes.
And the car went really well straight away. These tires worked really well. These
Unbelievable.
SRC VHT crushers.
Yep.
Yep.
So these are designed to go on exactly your 8-scale bashers and your monster trucks and that sort
Yeah,
of thing for
yep.
doing asphalt play or
That's right.
concrete play.
Like the likes of the Traxxas Max, the E-Revo,
That's right.
Armour, Creighton.
Anything
Straight
with a
on.
17 mil hex,
That's
hub,
it.
Yeah.
Off
they
you
can
go.
pretty much go on. They're half inch offset,
That's
so
right.
they're
It's a
massive
bit
offset,
wider.
so it does clear the body and everything. So we had no problems there.
I think it was a good idea that you didn't try to drive on the fence as well.
Yes, I was really excited to drive around up on the fence, and I'm sure that the buggy could actually do it. But we have to. Well, I'm going to race this tomorrow in the EMCC Cup,
That's it.
so I've got to change the droop screws, change the pinion back to a 17 tooth from
Yeah.
23, and that is it. Probably turn the turbo down on the speed controller.
And it should be
And
good.
that is it. So we can see here that the last run of the day was in fact the insane speed run. So we tried to get a little bit more out of it, and I've sandwiched 2S shorty on top of the 4S shorty
As you
to
do.
give us 6S. And the speed this reached today was 109, 108.
Yeah.
Sounded
like
so
that.
good.
It was pretty angry. It was a little bit of a handful that last run, but considering it's just a buggy with big wheels, it's just done.
phenomenal.
It's just done phenomenal.
Again, this is not a car built for speed runs. This,
No.
this is actually a buggy ready to race tomorrow
Yeah.
and doing jumps. So it's just out of the box, really.
Yeah. So all I did literally was wind down the droop screws so it sits nice and low to the ground, so it's not
That's it.
big and floaty. All I have to do is reset them back to where I have them for the buggy setup, and that is it. I'll put the buggy tires on and we'll race it tomorrow.
That's
So
it.
nothing broke, nothing badly overheated. The motor and speed controller, yes, did get very hot, particularly because I don't run any fans or anything for off-road.
It's
So
amazing that this car is going to be run 2 days in a row in totally different events.
totally different events, that's right. So, and the chassis is a fair bit, well, it wouldn't scratch.
Yeah,
Didn't scratch.
that's cool.
And I'll probably drag race anybody through the infield here. I reckon it'll even have the X-Max through the infield.
I agree. Finally,
Well, this is
look at this.
this is the beast.
This is the beast. So last year,
beast.
this beast had some troubles,
It did.
and this year has stepped it up.
Stepped it up, yeah, for sure. It definitely went around quite a few more times, and it was gone pretty quick, wasn't
Well,
it?
we revealed yesterday the painted body.
Yes,
You peeled the plastic off. Last night you were up fitting the rear wing
that's right.
and doing final bits and pieces. And
Yes.
today you pretty much just put it on the track,
Off you go.
And I was driving.
set the trim, and
Yep.
you just drove it.
That's it.
And
So it's got a few marks now. So obviously it's got some racing scars.
Yep.
You know, where the tires are rubbed against the body. But I'm quite surprised at how well this body worked. It is a little bit flappy, so I'll try and make it a bit more stiff next time round with some stiffness on the
yeah,
sides.
probably need to stop some air getting from under it.
Yeah.
Because it was getting air under the front, and
Yep.
literally once, like it did a
The front is
backflip,
really
didn't
high.
Yes.
it? It did a backflip on the straight.
Yeah, let it back
Landed
on
on
its
its
wheels
wheels and kept going. And that was at a fair rate. That would have been at 60 to 80 Ks,
Yeah,
maybe
easy.
even more.
Yeah,
Easy.
So it doesn't sound much, but
because there's no scratches on the top.
No,
no.
I think the biggest improvement for you this year were the tire warmers and the tires.
For
Last year,
sure.
we struggled to get temperature on your hard tires. So we put
Yep.
some softer tires, and we used tire warmers as well,
Yep.
which made
Yep.
a massive difference.
Yeah.
So
As
it was
well
really
as
stable this time
The
round.
4S battery last year had 6S, is that right? Or no?
No, for us last year as
4S
well,
last
yeah.
year?
So I always plan to make this into a 6S car. I've got a big 5th scale speed controller. I just haven't gotten to it as yet.
I think
that's
it's enough of a handful as it is
I
with
think so.
4S.
I think the car itself, the chassis hasn't changed much in 5-6 years, and it's getting a little bit loose. now.
Tired.
Yeah,
That's right.
So some of the ball joints are popping loose.
Well,
which
it's
didn't help.
effectively only got 10th scale ball joints on it.
It's a 10
That's
scale.
right.
That's
shock
right.
horse,
That's
yeah.
right. It's not really big and beefy like
That's
like
right.
these,
right.
like the 8 scale cars. So
Yeah,
you're asking
absolutely.
a lot of it with these high traction
Yes.
That's right.
and the high speed demands.
Absolutely. So a couple of questions here. Sorry.
Oh, yes.
So Anthony was asking what speed we clocked. Well, our cars went to about 110-ish.
Yeah.
But other guys went to
One,
towards,
I think 134 was the
Yeah,
fastest one today.
yeah, 130,
And that
140
was the Armour infraction.
infraction. Yeah, yeah.
And that had 8S power
8S,
plant.
yeah, full on.
And probably a few bits and other pieces, I'd say. It didn't
That's right.
sound too stock.
It's it. No, not at all.
The thing was an absolute weapon out on track. And that was Jack Engel's car, wasn't it?
Yes, that's
It was.
it.
Yeah.
There he is.
That's
I'll
it.
see if I can get him over. Jack, do you want to grab your car and come on the
Dunno.
show? Do you want to grab your car and come on the show for a minute?
We've got one more car to check. Ian is asking if we're going to be live tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow there'll be off-road racing, but there won't be a live as
Yeah,
such.
the EMCC. I will try and keep everybody updated on Facebook.
Yep.
In between heats, hopefully I don't have to do too much fixing or setup changes. And I'll try and concentrate a little bit on socials.
Here we go. So this is fastest car of the day, isn't it?
This is Mr.
It
Jack
certainly
Engel,
is.
fastest car of the day.
And it's in one piece.
Yay.
It's in one piece.
Body. It's
So-
the first time I've used this body.
So tell us a little bit about us, Jack. Do you mind if we have a look
Yeah,
under the
sure.
hood?
It's not quite stock anymore.
Doesn't sound stock.
No.
Wow.
Angry.
So one replaced the 150 with the 160 amp Spectrum Speedy and swapped out the 2050 kV motor for a 1250 kV.
Yep.
Wow.
Running 8S. Taken out the stock drive shafts and put in titanium. That's really about it. Oh, you know, the RC Scorch RC fenders. That's about it.
Yep.
It's a lot of weight in these things, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of stability, I reckon.
Yeah.
They're
I know there's a 7th scale.
Yeah, it's classified as a
truck,
1/7 scale.
1/7 scale rig.
Oh, and the
Jesus.
GRP wheels from
Yeah.
Hearns Hobby.
Yeah, absolutely. They are the stickiest tires out
Yeah,
there.
they're-
What were we
yeah,
using?
sure.
S7s.
Yeah, S7s. Yeah.
Yeah.
I normally use
compounds.
S5 or S7s. And
So you've spent a little bit of time here by the sounds of it.
oh, from time to time. Oh, actually, no, I came once a few weeks ago, did a couple of laps, but not with this, with the other cars.
I can't help think that you would go even faster with a Biddy Design race inspired shell.
Yes, that's why I've been talking about that. Yeah, funny you should say.
But 134 kilometers an hour, fastest car today, and all in one piece.
And all in one piece. And that's
That
right.
is.
That was amazing. Amazing to watch. Amazing to listen
listen
to,
to.
actually. Yeah.
And Jack's no slouch for driver. He's used to driving 110 buggies around,
Yeah, that's right.
around Kilo.
Well, that's actually helped me here, you know, like getting around the traffic and whatnot, you know, and knowing when to brake and
Yeah,
drive lines. So,
Yeah. yeah. There is a little bit of, well, not a little bit. There is a lot of skill in actually piloting a car
Yeah.
around here.
yeah, it's
You
not
know what I
just about
mean?
speed. No.
It's not just about speed, and it's not just about going straight and turning left every now and then.
Yeah.
They are quite a handful at
Feel
this
help.
That's nice.
at this
That's
speed.
tacky.
Yeah,
And
so,
not only that, but you've also got all your setup and your geometry to
Yep.
get right and adjust. So you really got to know what you're doing to get that sort of speed out of
yeah,
it.
it's trial and error, you know.
That's
But
right. But no
Come on,
errors
learn.
today
Look at
from
the
Jack.
plate.
no, like the car was set up really well and handled really well, you know. Went where I pointed it.
Fantastic.
Good stuff.
All right, Jack. Well, congratulations.
Good
You're the
stuff.
fastest
Well
man
done.
on the day.
That was fantastic.
Beautiful.
We'll have to step it up to 8S next year, boys. There's
Yeah,
no other.
that's
Right.
You know,
Say what?
we'll have to,
8S, that's it.
we have to step it up to 8S.
Even playing field.
We have to. You know, we're realistically 25 k's off the face,
I think we are.
and that is massive amounts.
Yeah.
You know, and Nick's car, the GTE8, would definitely handle it.
Mm,
It was
easy.
like a walk in the park.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
We're just going to find the gear ratios for it.
Yeah, yeah. I think we might have to repower it for next year. Put
Yeah, I
something
think
a bit more serious in there.
Make it
Max
dedicated
5 or
speed.
something
Yeah,
bigger.
put something like that in it. The big can like that long.
Yeah,
you
Yep.
know?
like a scooter.
Scooter motor.
Scooter motor.
That's right.
A skateboard motor.
We'll tap onto one of those scooters and we'll wire that up.
Yeah, that's it.
Actually, that could be an event. We could maybe have a scooter,
Scooter event,
Yeah,
yeah. That's a good
that's
idea.
it. We'll grab 10
All right, so
scooters
it'll be
on the way
a
in.
scooter, Velodrome scooter event.
8S or 12S or.
Oh, so 24 and 36. Only a lot of 12s, really. Very good.
All right, Jack.
That's
Well done,
amazing.
Jack. Thank you.
Thanks
All right,
for coming
thanks,
on,
guys.
mate.
Thank you. That was
Thank
a
you.
beast.
Thank you very much. Good
Congratulations.
boys next year.
Thank you.
All right, guys. I think it's
That's
done
been
I
for
think
today.
we should wrap it up.
Yep.
I want to go out and have more batteries.
I
Who's
think
going
so
out?
too.
I'm going out too.
We're all going
Yeah.
out now.
Yep.
We're going to get a drone out. Is that right?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, no drone.
We'll
We're going
see.
to get some more footage. Going to get some stuff for socials. Going to
Yes,
have
yeah.
some fun.
That's it.
All right.
All right,
for
then.
watching us
Thank
today,
you for joining us
guys.
today. See you next
See you
Friday.
later.
Yeah.
Bye bye. give these back to me.